They're going to be awesome.
But hey, after the Mitzvah comes,
Does she stay up here? Thank you. Does she stay up here now?
She should go back down. She's just gonna. We're gonna get the
Okay.
nerves out.
Okay.
How are you, Rana? How you doing?
I'm good, except for the 3 people I had to yell at.
Who'd you have to yell at?
Well, they put my candies outside, so everyone's
Rana, wow. Here, tell you what.
And
No.
out.
Nope.
And I'm like, where are the cookies?
Nope. Nope.
Where are they?
Can you hand them out? No.
Where
3
are they?
people told me no.
Where are they?
They're outside in a corner, so I'm having my nephews hand them out right now.
Good.
But I don't want them to no.
Rana.
But now I'm done.
Okay. Okay. Say the telly to me one more time. Slow.
Also, for the Torah portion, read through it once, then I miss the part, and then I do the thing, and then after I've done that,
I'll be up here. I'll be right here.
Will you tell you what to do?
Yeah.
Also, will you, like, for the endings to the songs, will you do, like, introductions? Like, for, like,
Yeah, just like you practice. Just like you.
that one?
Yeah. We'll do all the just like you practice. Greer,
I'm
you're
gonna
not.
drop it.
Hey. There you go. There's the smile. Like a shoe. It's like a Cinderella. What? Who? Right. So she takes over at the end. Yeah. Okay, so I should pick up about 12:30. You'll be here. This is yours. All right. What a guy. Okay, Ani, you ready to start?
הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. morning. Shabbat Shalom. Welcome, everyone. It's great to have you here celebrating Shabbat with us and celebrating Greer's Bat Mitzvah. It's going to be a great morning today. I hope you brought your energy from home because basically I think it's going to be a great service, but it's going to depend on you. You are the one who bring this wonderful energy from home, and we can create an amazing experience for everybody if you participate with us. So it's so great to have you here, all of you who came in person. We also welcome everyone watching us online on YouTube and listening live on TuneIn Radio over the internet. It's great to have different ways to connect with each other and to participate in this wonderful Shabbat. So this is a great parsha, Parsha Kedoshim. And it contains one of the most famous verses in the Torah, the one that says, love your neighbor as yourself. It's coming from this parsha. And that kept me thinking that sometimes we don't really understand that little verse. Love your neighbor as yourself. So basically, it's not a coincidence that we treat other people usually the way we treat ourselves. If you don't have a positive opinion of yourself, if you don't love yourself first, it will be difficult to love other people. So one of the things that we do on Shabbat is to realize how special we are. Each one of you, you have to realize that you are special. God is smiling down on you this moment, and that is going to make a huge difference in your new week. If you can finish your week this Shabbat with that in your heart, realizing how special you are, then your next week is going to go so much better. You have so much better chances to love your neighbor the way you love yourself. But as I say, today we are celebrating Greer's Bat Mitzvah, and one of the ways we symbolize that the fact that our students are becoming Bnei Bnot Mitzvah is by receiving the talit from their parents. So Maurice, don't go anywhere. We need you here. So we are going to invite Maurice, Rana, and Greer, Shenkarow to come to this side. Greer is going to receive her talit, which is the symbol of the 613 commandments. One of them is love your neighbor as yourself. And we have a special blessing, a special bracha that we'll recite before we receive the talit. Greer, you're going to say it out loud.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kichanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahitatav b'tzitzit.
Amen.
Mazal tov. Let's begin with our service. Please rise for the Birkot HaShachar, the morning blessings, page 5. Elohai, Elohai, Neshama, Neshama, Shenatatabi, Shenatatabi, Tehodahi, Tehodahi. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan la'asech min alavchem ben yom uvelayla. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani betzalmo. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani ben chorihim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani Israel. Together. Elohai, Elohai, Neshama, Neshama, Shenatatabi, Shenatatabi, Tehodai, Tehodai. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam pokeach ivrim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam malbish arumim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam matir asurim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam zokev kefufim. Elohai, Elohai, Neshama, Neshama, Shenatatabi, Shenatatabi, Tehodahi, Tehodahi. Page 6. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam roka haaretz alamayim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa li kol tzorki. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hameichim mitzadei kaver. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam ozer Yisrael migevuda. Elohai, Elohai, Neshama, Neshama, Shenatatabi, Shenatatabi, Tehodahi, Tehodahi. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Oter Israel betifara. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hanoten layaef koach. One more time. Elohai, Elohai, Neshama, Shenatatabi, Tehodahi. You may be seated. Let's continue singing together Psalm 150, page 8. Let's praise the name of God with the words of hallelujah. Hallelujah, el bekodesho, hallelujah, birkia uzo, hallelujah, bigurota, hallelujah, kerov gudlo, hallelujah. Shofar, hallelujah, benem il pechinot, hallelujah. You know it. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, betofu mahol, hallelujah, beminim veuga, hallelujah, vetzil tzele shama, hallelujah, vetzil tzele trua, kolan shama de hallelujah. Hallelujah, Please rise for the Mourner's Kaddish, page 46. Itgadal ve'itgadash shemei rabah. Be'alma divrah chirutei ve'yamlich malchutei. B'chai echon u'vyom echon. V'chayeh dechol beit Israel. Ba'agala u'bizman kariv ve'imru amen. Yehe shemei rabah mevarach le'alam u'le'olmei olmayav. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריך הוא. לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דעמידם בעלמה וימרו אמן. יהא שלמה רבה מן שמיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל וימרו אמן. עושה שלום ממרומיו הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ויאמרו אמן. You may be seated. Page 10, second paragraph, Shochinat Marom. Shochinat Marom וקדוש שמו בפי ישרים תתהלל ודברי צדיקים תתברך ובלשון חסידים תתרומם ובקרב קדושים תתקדש. חצי קדיש, bottom of the page. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי וחייכון וביום הכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל בגלה ובזמן קריב ויאמרו אמן. יהא שמרבה מבורך לעולם ולעלמי עלמיה יתברך יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דעמידם בעלמא ויאמרו 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 amen. Please rise to bless the name of God. Baruch, page 12. ברכו את אדוני המבורך ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד. Bottom of the page. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Yotzer or uborech and you may be seated for the recitation of the Shema Israel on page 14. If you have a talit, feel free to grab your talit, cover your eyes as we recite together. Shema Israel Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Page 15. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך. ושינמתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ולכתך בדרך ושוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. And let's continue on page 17 with this beautiful prayer, the Micha Mocha, the song of victory. The first words recited by the Israelites after they crossed the Red Sea. They thought they had an obstacle that they couldn't overcome. Guess what happened? Last minute, the waters opened and they walked through. They made it to the other side. So this is a daily reminder that sometimes in life we go through the same thing. We feel we have a huge obstacle in front of us. Each one have those, different challenges. But the words of the Micha Mocha are a reminder. We have to keep moving forward, having faith that eventually at the right time, at the right season, the waters are going to open for us and we are going to make it to the other side. Micha Mocha, page 17. Micha Mocha ba'elim Adonai Micha Mocha nedar v'kodesh Nora tehilot osef eleh Micha Mocha ba'elim Adonai Micha Mocha nedar v'kodesh Nora tehilot osef eleh Shira chadasha shivechu geulim leshimcha Al tzvat hayam yachad kulam הודו והמליכו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר וקודש, נורא תהילות אוסף Please rise. Tzur Israel, umabezrat Israel, ufedechinu mechayeu tape Israel, go'aleinu Adonai tzvaot shemo, Kedosh Israel. Micha mocha ba'elim Adonai, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, נורא תהילות אוסף אלה. ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל. And we are going to continue now with the Amidah, the central prayer of the service. This is what eventually replaced the sacrifices that we used to offer at the Temple of Jerusalem. So you can imagine how important it is for us to connect with this prayer. But the intention of the Amidah is to connect with God. It's a moment where we can actually have a conversation with our Creator. So we have an invitation for you, and that is to start singing all together with Greer. She's going to lead us on the Amidah, the first part of the Amidah, up to Ledor Vador. After that, we are going to give you time to continue praying silently. During that time, you can use the words in front of you. We're going to announce what page is that. But if that prayer doesn't connect with you today, feel free to replace the words of the Amidah with your own words of prayer. Because the most important thing of this part of the service is for each one of you to find a way, even if it's for an instant, to connect with your Creator. So let's start singing together with Greer on page 18.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avoteinu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'Koneh HaKol V'Zocher Chazdei Avot Umevi Goel Lifnei Vneihem Le'ma'an Shmo Be'ahava Melech Ozer U'Moshea U'Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham V'Zrat Sarah Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai Mechayem Eitim Atah Rav Lehoshia Mechalkel Chaim V'Chesed Mechayem Eitim V'Rachamim Rabim Somech Noflim V'Rafeh Chulim U'Matir Asurim U'Mekayem Emunato Lishenei Afar Micha Mocha Ve'al Gevurot Umido Melach Melech Meimit U'Mechayeh U'Matzmiach Yeshua Ve'ne'eman atah lahachayot meitim Baruch atah Adonai Mechayeh ha'meitim.
Page 20, bottom of the page.
Nekadesh et shimcha ba'olam Keshem shemakdishim oto B'shemei marom Kakatuv al yad Nevi'echa V'karazeh el zeh ve'amar Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh Adonai Tzevaot Meloch ol haaretz kevodo Az v'kol Rash Gadol Adir v'chazak Mashmim kol Minasim leumat srafim Leumatam Baruch Yomeru Baruch Kevod Adonai Mimkomcha Malkeinu Tovia Vetimloch Aleinu Ki mechakim anachnu lach Matai timloch v'tzion Bekarov beyameinu Leolam va'ed tishkan Titgadal v'titkadosh Betoch Yerushalayim yircha Ledor vador Ulenetzach netzachim Ve'einenu tireina malchutecha Kadavar hamur b'shirai uzecha Al yadei David Mashiach tzidkecha Imloch Adonai leolam Elahayik Zion Ledor va'ador Hallelujah Ledor vador Ledor vador Ledor vador Nagid God lecha Ulenetzach netzachim Ulenetzach netzachim Kedushacha nakdish Ledor vador Ledor vador Ledor vador Nagi God lecha Ulenetzach netzachim Ulenetzach netzachim Kedushacha nakdish Veshivchacha Eloheinu Mipinu lo yamush leolam va'ed Ki al melech gadol Ki al melech gadol Vekadosh ata Ledor vador Ledor vador Ledor vador Nagid God lecha Ulenetzach netzachim Ulenetzach netzachim Kedushacha nakdish Baruch atah Adonai Ha'el Ha'el HaKadosh
Please continue silently if you're using your Siddur from page 22. But again, please. Sorry, 23. Feel free to use your own words of prayer at this time. Once you finish your prayer, please feel free to be seated.
Sim shalom, tova uvracha, chen v'chesed v'rachamim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael amecha barcheinu avinu kulanu kechad be'or panecha ki ve'or panecha netata lanu Adonai Eloheinu. Sim shalom, tova uvracha, chen v'chesed v'rachamim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael amecha Torah chaim ve'ahavat chesed Usaka uvracha ve'rachamim v'chaim ve'shalom. Sim shalom, tova uvracha, chen v'chesed ve'rachamim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael amecha v'tov be'einecha levarech et amcha Yisrael bechol et uvechol sha'ah bishlomecha. Sim shalom, tova uvracha, chen v'chesed ve'rachamim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael amecha. Baruch atah Adonai Avarech et amo Yisrael b'shalom.
Kaddish Shalem, page 32.
Yidkadal v'yidkadesh shemei Rabbah Be'alma divrachute ve'amlich malchute b'chayechonu ve'yomechonu v'chayedachol beit Yisrael b'agalar v'zman kariv ve'yimeru.
Amen.
Yehi shmei Rabbah mevorach
Le'alam le'almei
almaya Yitbarach Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitfar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yital v'yithalal shmei dekudasha
B'richu
La'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbekata v'nechramata damiran ve'alma ve'yimeru.
Amen.
Tit kabal slorchon uvayorchon dechol Yisrael kadam uvahon divishmaya ve'yimeru.
Amen.
Yahesh samarabba min shmaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'yimeru.
Amen.
Oseh shalom bimromav hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'yimeru.
Yashir Koyak Greer, that was awesome. That was amazing. No, you stay here. Eager to sit down.
Good job, buddy. Nice job. Thanks to Rabbi Mas for guiding us through Shacharit as well, but especially to Greer, who's got a lot more in store after that great start. We're going to take the Torah out of the Ark. We invite you all to rise. We'll be continuing with our service. Torah service, page 33. Rabbi Mas is heading downstairs. If any young people are interested in the family service, Rabbi Mas and our colleague Leslie Emery will be leading that service. That's happening downstairs starting right about now. But in the meantime, we'll continue. The entire family, so Rana and Morris, will join Greer up on the beam, as well as Abby and Nathaniel, to take the Torah out of the Ark. Again, we're on page 33. Yes, sir. Don't take the Torah out. Vayehi min Soharon, vayomer Moshe, Kuma Adonai v'yafutzu oivecha v'yanusu misanecha mipanecha ki mitzion tetzei Torah ki mitzion tetzei Torah udevar Adonai mirushalayim Baruch Shenatan Torah Torah Baruch Shenatan Torah Torah Le'amo Israel B'kedushato. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Echad Eloheinu Gadol Adonenu Kadosh Shemo. Face the ark, everybody. Everybody give a little bow. Gadlu Adonai iti unromema shemo yaktav lecha Adonai agedula ve'agivura ve'atiferet ve'anetzach ve'aod Kicho b'shamayim uvaretz, Kicho b'shamayim uvaretz, Lecha Adonai hamamlacha, ve'amin naseh lechol lerosh, Ramemur, Ramemur, Adonai Eloheinu, Vehishtachavu, Vehishtachavu, Ladom Raglav Kadoshu, Ramemu, Ramemu, Adonai Eloheinu, Vehishtachavu, Vehishtachavu, Lehar Kosho, Ki Kadosh, Ki Kadosh, Adonai Eloheinu. Lai 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 lai. Please be seated, everybody. The next part of our service is the reading of the Torah. Which requires us switching books from the paperback Sidurim to the red, much thicker, leather-bound books that are in your pews as well. We call this book a Chumash, which comes from the same root as the number 5, Chamesh, because it deals with the text of the 5 books of Moses, which make up the Torah in the original Hebrew, handwritten on this scroll that we have in front of us here. The way it'll be working today is, as Rabbi Moss mentioned, we have a Parsha this week. Parshat Kedoshim, which I'll introduce in just a second. And we'll be reading it divided into 7 sections, 7 aliyot. Greer will be reading from the Torah as well, one of the many things she's been preparing ahead of today's milestone, her bat mitzvah. Reading out of the Torah is tricky because in Hebrew, all the letters are consonants. Vowels are little dots and little other symbols that are underneath these letters. There are no vowels in the Torah. On top of that, we don't just read the Torah, we chant the Torah. Each word has its own special melody, signified by a system of musical notations we call trope. Each trope symbol has its own tune. There are no tropes in the Torah either, just the letters. So anyone who reads from the Torah, Greer, other members of her family, not Nate, he hasn't learned it yet, in spite of what he's trying to have me believe. In a few years, Nate, you'll get there, buddy. You'll get there. It's very tricky. It takes a lot of preparation. So it's quite an honor to read out of the Torah, to be called to the Torah, as well as many members of Greer's family will be, and other members of our congregation throughout the next 7 readings. And then we'll do a Maftir Aliyah, which is like an 8th reading, a repeat of the last part of the 7th reading, where we'll call Greer up to the Torah to recite these blessings, something that you can't do in Jewish tradition until you turn the age of majority. Now that Greer is there, now that she is a bat mitzvah, a daughter of the commandments, we can call her up and signify this milestone in her life, calling her up to the Torah like other people in her family and other generations before her over the course of the morning. Now, a few words on the Parsha, which, by the way, will begin on page 696 in those red books I was telling you about, 696. Kedoshim means holy, but specifically it's a pluralized word, holy people. And it comes from the idea of Bnei Israel, the Israelites, being commanded by God through Moses, not that they are holy. This is a very important distinction. I think a lot of people take for granted, oh, holy, you shall be holy. Today we'll be reading from chapters 19 and 20 in the book of Leviticus. And what we don't read today is the introduction to this section. The beginning of chapter 19, it says, here's what you need to do, people. You shall be holy. Not you are holy. You shall be holy. Why? Because God is speaking, I, God, am holy, and you should be like me. You shall be holy. Right? It's the idea of being held to a higher standard, being accountable for their actions. And then what follows throughout chapter 19 is a hodgepodge of all kinds of different rules and laws pertaining to every aspect of Israelite life. Everything from how you handle the first fruits on trees that you plant when you get into this new land that you're moving into, to relationships involving men and women, some that are forbidden, some that are not, to anything. Anything you could think of. Worship, handling of the sanctuary, dealing in commerce. One of the lines that Rabbi Moss mentioned off the top, it's in today's Torah reading, in the Parsha that we'll be reading. Love your neighbor, love your fellow human being as yourself. All kinds of things. And because a lot of them have to do with relationships between people, we kind of think that, oh, God's not part of it. But no, by God commanding, and throughout the reading, you're going to hear this refrain, Ani Adonai, or Ani Adonai Elohechem, because it says, I am the Lord, or I am the Lord your God, which is the Torah's way of saying, do this because I, God, said so. By God interspersing himself throughout, it reminds us that all of these relationships that we call ben adam lechavero, between a person and his or her fellow, are actually also involving God. There is nothing that is not sacred. Even in your relationships with other people, it's a very important message that still there's a presence. The way you deal with other people, the way you are ethical, is also part of your relationship with God. Now, in today's particular Torah reading, we have some of the best lines in the Torah. Best lines in that they're quoted, they're familiar, we hear them all the time. This is their original source. We talked about one of them today. Love your neighbor as yourself. Another great one which is a foundation, a pillar, just a few words, but a foundation of Jewish law. Don't stand idly by the blood of your neighbor. Maybe you've heard this one before. We're going to read that today too. Lo ta'amod al dam re'echa, which is the idea that in American or North American law, if you're walking down and you see somebody drowning in a pool, are you legally obligated to help them? No. According to the Torah, yes. Do not stand idly by the blood of your neighbor. That comes here. So there are some great, incredible lines in the Torah. Unfortunately, as we get on throughout the Torah reading today, you will see that arguably the most or some of the most difficult, challenging, and downright upsetting verses in the Torah are also in today's Torah portion. And we'll have a few words to explain how we rectify those feelings later on as we go along. For now, though, let's start with the Torah reading. Page 696, the first aliyah, the first reading, verses 15 through 18. Some of those incredible lines as we're going through this whole list of ethical behavior for the Israelites in their attempt to be Kedoshim, holy people. Our first Torah reader is Greer's dad, Morris Shenkarow, and our first honorees are her grandparents, who gifted her talit that she received earlier this morning and will now come up to recite the first blessings over the Torah. Freya and Saul Targovnik. Again, page 696, verses 15 through 18. V'yazor v'yem v'yoshil l'chol ha'chosim bo v'nomar amen. Hakol avu godel Eloheinu tnu chavol Torah. Yamdu Fredo bar Aaron v'Chana v'Shlomo ben Gershon HaKohen v'Reizol aliyah rishona. Baruch shenatan tromo Yisrael b'kedushato. Ve'atem advekim b'Adonai Elohechem chaim kochem hayom. You just need to point. I point with your pointer. With the pointer.
Baruch et Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam asher bochar banu mikol ha'amin v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'Torah.
Amen. Lo tasu avel b'mishpat, lo tisa fenei dal, velo tedar penei gadol, betzedek tishbot amitecha, lo telech rachil ba'amecha, lo tamod al dam reyecha, ani Adonai. Lo tisna et achicha bilvavecha, chocheach tochiach et amitecha, velo tisa elav chet, lo tikom velo titor et bnei amecha, ve'ahavta l'reecha kamocha, ani Adonai.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam v'natei b'toheinu. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'Torah.
Amen. Yesher koach, mazel tov. Yesher koach, mazel tov. Yesher koach to Morris, reading from the Torah to kick us off. A great job. We continue in just a moment. The second aliyah, Sheni. Our readers will be Tyler and Michelle Gilman, Greer's first cousin and aunt from Vancouver. We'll be reading from the Torah. A treat to have them up here. Our honorees, another aunt, Lori Shenkarow, and her grandfather, Marvin Shenkarow. Page 697, verses 19 through 22. You see how just all these different topics, the idea of justice being important in those lines we talked about, loving your fellow human being as yourself. The rabbis point out that it doesn't say your brother, your fellow Israelite. It says your fellow human. It doesn't matter, Jewish, not Jewish, whatever. You have to love the other person, every other person, as you would love yourself. And Rabbi Moss with a great teaching about how can you love others unless you love yourself first, a great point earlier today. And of course, that other one we talked about too, don't stand idly by the blood of your neighbor. We're going to see a few other things you've never, maybe you've heard of the term shatnez. Anyone never heard of this term before? You're not supposed to mix fabrics, mix fibers. Where does that come from? This reading coming up, another one of these many laws that are thrown together here in this chapter of Vayikra. So, page 697, verses 19 through 22. Who's up first? You up first? Yeah. Okay.
Do we do this for both or just
Yeah, for
once?
both. Yeah. Yamdu Mordechai ben Shlomo v'Sara B'Leah ba Mordechai v'Tzipora L'Leah hashniya. So you're right next to where my finger is. You just have to point, and they'll touch their toes. So just point. Spot with your pointer. Where you start. Perfect. Okay.
Baruch Hu Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torah. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Okay, you ready to go? Yeah. Go for it.
Et chukotai tishmoru behemtecha lo tarbia kilayim sadcha lo tizra kilayim uveged kilayim shatnez lo yale alecha ve'ish kishkav erisha shichvat zera vehi shivcha necharefet leish vehovte lo niftata o chuvshach lo nitan la bikoret tihye lo yumtu ki lo chupasha.
Vehevi et ashamo l'Adonai el petach ohel moed el Hasham v'chiper alav hakohen ve'el Hasham lifnei Adonai al chatato asher chata v'nislach lo mechatato asher chata.
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu et Torah emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Yasher koach, mazel tov. Yasher kochech, mazel tov. Come on, you guys can go down. You're free to go. Fantastic Torah readings from the family continue. Yasher koach to Tyler, Yasher kochech to Michelle, and also to Marvin and Lori for continuing to come up to the Torah, read from the Torah, bless the Torah. We'll continue on with our reading in a moment. 698 is the page, verses 23 through 32. Our third reading, Shlishi. Some more interesting laws coming up here, laws pertaining to first fruits. And then one of the big themes in these kinds of legal collections is the stress put on not imitating pagan practices. All of the neighbors of the different nations around the Israelites at the time, that the writers of the Bible were very, very concerned with really basically seducing the Israelites with their ways, their pagan practices, worshiping multiple gods, idols, these sorts of things. Any form of pagan practice is very, very much forbidden in the words of the Torah. So a lot of the things we're going to see in the later part of this reading, what are they doing there? When they're talking about shaving certain parts of your beard or eating blood inside, eating meat that has blood still in it. These were all things we can assume from the context and other research that were pagan practices, big, big no-nos for the people of Israel as they were starting to develop and begin their monotheistic religion. So we'll continue and see some of that. Page 698, verses 23 through 32. If you've ever wondered about something called peyot, the curly cues that some Orthodox Jewish people have, where does that come from? Coming up right here. Third reading, 698, 23 through 32. Awesome. Our honorees from the congregation this morning, Chuck and Roz Golfman. Yamdu. Roz, what's your Hebrew name? What's your Hebrew name?
Shoshana.
And your parents?
Yaakov.
Shoshana bar Yaakov.
Avram ben Shlomo.
Ve'Avram ben Shlomo l'Aliyah ha'shlishit. Right here. Very good. I can do this from here. Okay.
Baruch Hu et Adonai Hambarach.
Baruch Adonai Hambarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hambarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bachar banu mikol hamim. V'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai b'notein haTorah.
Very nice. Someone just hold right here. Oh, yeah, perfect. Amen. V'chi tavo'u el haaretz. Unatatem kol etz machal. Va'araltem orlato et pirio. Shalosh shanim yeh lachem. Arelim lo yachel. Uvashana revi'it yeh kol pirio. Kodesh hilulim ladonai. Uvashana chamishit tochlu et pirio leosif lachem tvuato ani Adonai Elohechem lo tochlu al adam lo tenachashu velo teonenu lo takifu pead roshchem velo tashchid et pead zekenecha v'sheret lanefesh. Lo titnu b'bsarchem, uchtov et kaka, lo titnu bachem ani Adonai. Al techalel et bitcha lehaznota, velo tizne haaretz, umala haaretz zima. Et shabtotai tishmoru, umikdashi tirau ani Adonai. Al tifnu el ha'ovot ve'el ha'idonim, al tevakshu letom avahem, ani Adonai Elohechem, mipnei seva takum vehadarta penei zaken, v'yareta me'elohecha, ani Adonai.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah temet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu Baruch atah Adonai notein haTorah.
I do. Share Kochet. Great job. Our fourth Aliyah is coming up next, Rivi'i, page 700, verses 33 through 37. More from the family coming up here. Abby Shenkarow, Greer's sister, who celebrated her bat mitzvah just a couple of years ago on this very bima, is back to read Torah. And the aunts, Laura and Sari Targovnik, are going to be honored. Coming up in just a moment. That little snapshot there, that paragraph, is a really great representation of this whole chapter, this parsha. It's kind of like the lightning round of all of these Jewish laws, many of them ethical all over the place. In one breath, you're saying, do not conjure up ghosts or unfamiliar spirits. And the next line, you're saying, make sure you honor old people. And all over the place, interspersed, God keeps saying, because I'm God and I said so. And all of it, the umbrella idea, is that you're trying to achieve holiness through all of these different actions. It's really quite fascinating. In the business about the first fruits, it's kind of clever, or not so much clever, but interesting to note what the words are. These trees, these fruit trees, you're not allowed to eat, you were reading, you're not allowed to eat from them till really the 5th year. 3 years, nothing. 4th year, the fruit's for God. 5th year, you can eat. And in those first 3 years, it's referred to as an uncircumcised tree. It's very weird, very strange, right? Like tapping into this idea, one of these words, this word, arelim, right? It's uncircumcised. It's very strange. So there's all kinds of laws. It's very representative. We continue on. We'll see the end of this chapter with another important and another great line. The idea is the role of the Ger. Now in society we call the Ger is the stranger. In the context of the Torah, a non-Israelite who came up out of Egypt because all these other different people who were disenfranchised and oppressed left with the Israelites, and they're mixing in Israeli society, and they feel really a kinship with the Israelites, though they're not actually Israelites. And there's a lot of importance placed in the Torah on treating these people with the utmost respect, in many cases treating them the same as the Ezrach, the citizen. In today's society, we use the term Ger for people who convert, who choose Judaism and switch to Judaism. But the overall idea is, once upon a time, Israelites, you were strangers in a strange land, Egypt, and so from now on, for all time, you have to be very mindful of the way you treat strangers in your midst. More great words of wisdom from today's Torah portion to live by. So let's continue. Abby, come on up. Page 700, verses 33 through 37. Nate said break a leg in case you didn't hear that, in case not everybody heard that. Tamohodna, Dafna bat Shlomo Kohen Ufredo, Vesurle bat Shlomo Kohen Ufredo, Laliyah HaRevi'it. Hello. Wait, so you're going to touch where she points with your talit? Not yours, them. Take it. Don't worry, that was you. I always forget about that. Okay, back up for a second. Now you do the blessing. Perfect harmony. 1, 2, 3.
Baruch hu et Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch atah Adonai le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol hamim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. V'chi yagur itcha, ger be'artzechem lo tonu yito, kezrach mikem, yehyeh lachem hager, hagar itchem. Ve'ahavta lo kamocha ki gerim haytem be'eretz Mitzrayim. Ani Adonai Elohechem lo ta'asu avel b'mishpat b'midah b'mishkal u'b'msura. Moznei tzedek avnei tzedek ephod tzedek v'hin tzedek yehyeh lachem. Ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim, ushmartem et chol chukotai ve'kol mishpatai, v'asitem otam ani Adonai.
Point to the end and touch your talit to the end, same as you did at the beginning.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Yasher Kochech to Abby for a beautiful reading. Yasher Kochech, Laura and Sari. Proud aunts this morning of Greer. Continuing on to the next reading, 5th Chamishi. We switch to the next chapter. And after this whole list of all these different rules, many of them based in this idea of ethics, in biblical ethics, Jewish Torah ethics, now we switch to a chapter that's divided between two main topics. The first topic, covered here in the 5th Aliyah, is again tied into this idea of pagan practices, emulating the practices that are very much non-Israelite, non-monotheistic, of the neighbors around the Israelites, especially in regard to a deity known as Molech. Molech, we're going to hear this name a bunch, was an ancient Near Eastern deity associated with the netherworld, and the big thing with Molech was sacrificing children to this deity. Now you may think, oh, this is crazy, it's a long time ago, Jews never did that. there's evidence that in very tough times, and it's referred to in different places in the prophets, that this was a real problem. The writers of the Torah were addressing it in their time. That's my belief, is that it was a real thing, sacrificing children to this deity. And so it's very explicitly forbidden in what we're about to read here. That's the first thing. In the sixth aliyah, we get into all of these different rules about relationships, always in the nature of sexual relationships, and which ones are forbidden. It's a whole list of these different relationships, all of which are capital crimes. They carry the death penalty. One of them in particular, very problematic, that we'll get to after we read that. For now, we'll focus on the business with Molech, and now that is outlawed. Beginning chapter 20 here, page 701, verses 1 through 7. Our honorees are Dave and Marcia Stern. Let's follow along. Yamdu. Gotta remind me. Yeah, and your parents? Yael ban Nachum v'Sara. V'David ben Zev Halevi v'Sora l'Aliyah Chamishi. Good job. Okay, grab your right here. Perfect. I can take this one from you. I'll take that from you. Yeah, right here. Touch right there. Yeah, perfect. Good job. Good. 1, 2, 3.
Baruch Hu Adonai Hamborach.
Baruch Adonai Hamborach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamborach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam. Asher natan b'chol hamim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen. Vayidaber Adonai al Moshe Lemor ve'el bnei Yisrael Tomar ish mi bnei Yisrael umin ager agar beYisrael asher yitain mizaro lamolech Mot yumat am haaretz yirgemuhu vaven vani eten et panai ba'ishahu vichrati oto mikerev amo ki mizaro natan lamolech leman tameh emikdashi uchalel et shem kodshi ve'im halem yalimu am haaretz et einehem min ha'ishahu betito mizaro lamolech levilti hamiroto v'samti ani et panai ba'ishahu uv'mishpachto v'ichrati oto v'et kol hazonim acharav liznot acharei hamolech mikerev amam ve'anefesh asher tifne el ha'ovot ve'leironim liznot achareihem V'natati et panai b'nefesh ahi v'ichrati oto mikerev amo v'itgarishtem v'item kedoshim ki ani Adonai Elohechem.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam natan b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Shishi is next. It's the sixth reading, the sixth aliyah, 701, verses 8 through 22. You see there again this refrain about being holy, achieving holiness, trying to attain holiness, making a transition here to the next part of the chapter, which I alluded to before. Several severe crimes who carry with them the death penalty, most of them involving different forbidden sexual relationships. One in particular that we'll see when we get through it. You may also see reference to this idea of being cut off. So for the crimes where there isn't the death penalty, usually the penalty is being cut off, which you may think sounds better, but really it's kind of the same sort of thing. I mean, it's not as brutal in the moment as what we just read, where the perpetrators, if you're caught worshiping Molech, are taken outside the city and stoned to death by their own community. It's to have your family line completely cut off and ended from the Jewish people. Completely removed. This is the idea of what it means to be cut off. We see this as a deterrent also for practices regarding Pesach, Passover for sure. Anybody, for example, who doesn't follow the laws of Passover and eats leavened things is threatened with being cut off. So it's a very, very serious penalty as well in the world of the Torah, and we'll see it come up here. Again, page 701, verses 8 through 22. Our honoree, Barry Shenkarow. Yamod.
Avraham something, right? Avraham ben Shmuel and Sarah.
Avraham ben Shmuel v'Sarah Aliyah Hashishit. Okay, I think it's right down here. Ushmartem? Is it? Yeah, right here, Barry. Thanks.
Baruch Hu Adonai Hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu Torat emet. Oh. V'torato Baruch atah Adonai notein haTorah.
You got it. Hold right here. Hold it right here. Yeah, perfect. Amen. Ushmartem et chukotai v'asitem otam ani Adonai mekadishchem ki ish asher yekalel et aviv et imo moed yumat aviv imo kilel damav bo Veish asher yinaf et eshet ish asher yinaf et eshet rehu mod yumad hanoef v'hanoafet Veish asher yishkav et eshet aviv ervad aviv gila mod yumtu shnehem d'mehem bam Veish asher yishkav et kalato mod yumtu shnehem tevel asu d'mehem bam Veish asher yishkav et zachar mishke veisha toevasu shnehem mot yumatu d'mehem bam Veish asher yikach et isha v'et ima zimahi ba'esh yisrefu oto v'et hen v'lo tieh zima betochechem Veish asher yiten shechovto b'vhema mod yumat v'rabehema taharogu Veish asher tikrav kol behema l'riva ota v'haragta et isha v'et habehema mod yumatu d'mehem bam Veish asher yikach et achoto v'araviv O varimo verad ervata v'tired ervato chesed hu v'nichretu leinei b'nei amam ervad achoto gila avono isa veish asher yishkav et isha dava V'gilad ervatad mekora he'era vehi giltad mekor damea v'nichretu shnehem mikerav amam v'ervad achor imcha v'achor avicha lo tegale ki shero he'era vonam isau veish asher yishkav et dorato ervad dodo gila chetam isau aririm yamutu Veish asher yikach et eshet achiv nidahi ervad achiv gila ririm hiyu ushmartem et kol chukotai ve'kol mishpatai v'asitem otam v'lo taki etchem haaretz asher ani mevi etchem shama lashevet ba
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet b'chayei olam natah b'tochenu Baruch atah Adonai notein haTorah.
Amen. Good job, Barry. Just over here. So we're about to go to our 7th Aliyah Shvi'i, which is where Greer will be reading for us, and her parents, Ran and Morris, will be called up to the Torah to recite these blessings. Just before we do, though, I feel like this is an opportunity where you need some explanation, because I know you've all been following along, and as I alluded to earlier, for me, one of the most difficult, for a lot of people, one of the most difficult verses in the Torah, in the Bible, that gets brought up a lot in a lot of very religious circles is one that we just read here, read it in the Hebrew. If you're reading it in the English, it's verse 13. A man may not lie with another man the way he lies with a woman. It's very important, I think, to understand a couple of things about this line. And it's in this category of relationships that are severe crimes punished by death. I want to make sure anyone who's a visitor here, we, many years ago, almost 15 years ago, kind of broke away from the conservative movement at the time when we were adopting a policy on same-sex marriages, male and female. As you'll notice here, it's just male relationships that are outlawed, nothing mentioned at all about female homosexual relationships. And we have been, I've done some of these weddings myself. We would do them right here on our bima, and we're very proud that we made that step forward. And the conservative movement has been trying to catch up, I think, a little bit since then. There's a lot of rabbis with a lot of difficulty unpacking a verse like this because you want to take the Torah in its totality, a document that has love your fellow as yourself, treat all strangers with respect the way you would want to be treated, love them, don't stand idly by the blood of your neighbor. These are all great things. But then you get a line like what we just read here in verse 13, very problematic, especially when it carries this idea of this is a crime. This kind of relationship is a crime. The first thing that needs to be pointed out is that this is what we're reading about here in these relationships. There's no concept, there's no mention, there's no consideration of the idea of love in any of these relationships. They're all based on the sexual nature of the relationship. And I think if you take a step back and take a more primitive understanding, which is what it was at the time the Torah was written, compared to the enlightened lives we live now, the idea of a relationship that could have no procreation, that in other cultures around the Israelites was used as a way of domination, subjugation, humiliation. I think in this context, we can wrap our minds around why this would be something that we would want to distance ourselves from. Because at the same time, there is no concept, there's no consideration here that two men could fall in love the way a man and a woman could. Not in the world of the Torah. But that is not what they were trying to outlaw. I am very, very confident that had that been something that was as much in society talked about and accepted the way it is now in 2019, thousands of years after the Bible came into being, that it would be worded differently. And one of the roles that is both a challenge for myself and Rabbi Mas in our synagogue, but we relish, is taking difficult verses like this and reinterpreting them in modern context because that's what they need. They absolutely need. Because if you just take something like that on face value, literally, it could cause a lot of problems in a society where we're trying to move forward. The Torah is a living thing. This is something in Judaism. We call it the tree of life. You saw the way we treat it with respect when it's being carried around. Greer has been freaking out saying she's going to drop it because she knows if you drop the Torah, that's a big no-no. The Torah is a living thing. Living things change. Living things adapt. So too should the Torah, in my opinion. Also, it's worth mentioning why it's not a good idea, I think, to have a completely literal interpretation of the Torah is because the Torah disagrees with itself. So if you're going to hold the Torah to that, if you're going to hold yourself to that kind of standard, you should be able to do that with the Torah. At an earlier verse in the Torah, it says a woman who's going through her menstrual time, if a man sleeps with her, he becomes unclean for a certain period of time. There's no mention of the death penalty. And what I just read completely changed. A man who does that gets the death penalty. So which one is it, Torah? Right? So this is another thing to consider. Even within the Torah itself, there are some disagreements about what we should do and what we shouldn't do. So all of that to let you come to your own conclusions. I think I've said too much. Now we're going to get to Greer. It's just a very important line, and I'd be remiss if I didn't try to unpack it a little bit, as difficult as it may be. We can talk more at the Kiddush afterwards. For now, Greer is going to read her seventh portion. Her parents are going to come up, and we're going to follow along page 703, verses 23 through 27, the conclusion here of Parshat Kedoshim. Yamdu Rana bat Shlomo HaKohen Ufredol Moshe Avraham ben Mordechai Vetzipora Lalia Shvi'i. Yeah, but first they're going to point to them to kiss. So it's where is it? No, I got it. See? Yeah. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamvorach. Baruch Adonai Hamvorach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
ולא תלכו בחוקות הגוי אשר אני משלח מפניכם, כי את כל אלה עשו ואקוץ בם, ואמר לכם אתם תירשו את אדמתם, ואני אתננה לכם לרשת אותה ארץ זבת חלב ודבש. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הבדלתי אתכם מן העמים, והבדלתם בין הבהמה הטהורה לטמאה ובין העוף הטמא לטהור, ולא תשקצו את נפשותיכם בבהמה ובעוף ובכל אשר תרמוס האדמה אשר הבדלתי לכם לטמא. והייתם לי קדושים, כי קדוש אני אדוני, ואבדיל אתכם מן העמים להיות לי, ואיש או אישה כי יהיה בהם אוב או ידוני מות יומתו באבן, ירגמו אותם דמיהם בם.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
It's traditional to make a special blessing for the parents of a bat mitzvah. In some traditional circles, it used to be that the parents would actually say a blessing almost like they were being released from their child. It's a true story. I don't make this stuff up. We don't quite do that anymore, but it's still a wonderful occasion for Greer and for her parents. So I'm happy to say this Misha Berach for Rana and for Morris. Misha Berach, Avotenu Avram Yitzchak Yaakov, Sarah Rivka Rachel V'Leah, Hu Yivarech et Rana bat Shlomo HaKohenu Fredo, Moshe Avraham ben Mordechai v'Tzipora, Horei habachura b'mitzvah, kishem shezachu legadel et bitam ad hayom hazeh, ken yizku lamshich ulhadrich et bitam, liot bat ne'emana le'am Yisrael, hakadosh baruch hu yechazkem v'yamsem, v'varchem b'chesed u'shalom v'nomar, Amen. May God who blessed our ancestors, Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, and Leah, bless Rana and Morris, parents of Greer, who becomes a bat mitzvah today. They thank you for the strength you've granted them to raise their daughter so that she could reach this time. Guide them to recognize her new responsibilities among the Jewish people. Bless them with joy and fulfillment on this day and every day. And let us say, Amen. Mazel tov, parents. Stay up here for the next one. And now we're going to call Greer up so she can recite the blessings that grandparents, aunts and uncles, now her parents have recited before her for the first time. And because it's the first time, we have a special call-up for this occasion. Tamod, 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 bat mitzvah. Tamod, Gito Rivka, bat Moshe Avraham Verana, maftira, chizki. Bat mitzvah, bat mitzvah, bat mitzvah, ali, 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 lichvot Torah, ali, 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 lichvot Torah, lichvot Torah, lichvot Torah. Yeah. First you kiss it, then you do the blessing.
Baruch Adonai mevorach.
Baruch Adonai mevorach le'olam ha'ed.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Adonai Mevarach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol hamim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah. V'hivdaltem ben habehema hatehora letmea uven ha'ov hatameh letahor v'letishakzu et nefshetechem v'behema uvaov v'chol asher chermoas hadama asher hivdalti lachem letameh v'hayitem li kedoshim ki kadosh ani Adonai ve'avdil etchem min hamim lihiyoli ve'ish o isha hiyah vahem of yidoni motiu matu ba'even yirgemu atam demahem bam. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Mishabeirach Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak v'Yaakov Sar Rivka Rachel v'Leah Yivarech et Gito Rivka Bat Moshe Avraham v'Rana Shehigia lemitzvot ve'alta lichvot ha'makom ve'lichvot ha'torah ve'lichvot ha'shabbat ha'kadosh Baruch hu yishmerei v'chayei v'chonen liba liot shlema im Adonai Elohea la'agot b'torato la'lechet b'drachav ve'lishmor mitzvotav v'yishlach bracha v'tzacha b'chol ma'aseh yadea v'timsachein v'sechel tov b'nei Elohim ve'adam v'nomar Amen. May God, who blessed our ancestors, Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, and Leah, bless Greer, Gito Rivka, daughter of Moshe, Avraham, and Rana, who has come for an aliyah this morning upon reaching the age of mitzvot, commandments, with reverence for God, respect for the Torah, and Shabbat. Greer, may the Holy One, the Kadosh Baruch Hu, protect you and sustain you, helping you to be wholehearted in your faith, studying God's Torah, fulfilling God's commandments, walking in God's ways. May your parents continue to help you reach maturity, guiding you to the blessings of Torah, chuppah, and a life of good deeds, ma'asim tovim. May you find favor before God, the entire community, who are all here today, and let us say, Amen. Simen tov, umazel tov, umazel tov, simen tov, umazel tov, umazel tov, simen tov. Simen tov, umazel tov, simen tov, yehelanu, ulecho Yisrael, yehelanu, ulecho Yisrael, yehelanu, ulecho Yisrael. Yehelanu, ulecho Yisrael. Mazel tov, Greer. Great job reading from the Torah. Your parents can sit down. You can take a break. Coming up, you're going to be chanting the Haftarah. This morning's reading from the prophets, page 710. If you want to flip ahead and get ready for that. From the prophet Ezekiel, the book of Ezekiel, the last verse will be verse 16, verses 1 through 16. We follow Sephardic tradition whenever we can here. Usually they have the shorter Haftarah. Don't tell anybody. Okay. Before we get to that, though, let's take a moment. Just had an opportunity to make two Misha Beirachs for the parents and for Greer. And now we're going to make a Misha Beirach, a third one, together. For everyone we know who is sick and could benefit from prayers of healing. For a refuah shlema, a full and speedy recovery. We have names on our list this week, and then we're going to give everyone in the congregation an opportunity to stand and call out any names you want to keep in your prayers as well. Usually the formula, if you know the Hebrew name, is the person's Hebrew name and then son or daughter of their mother. Or you can call it the English name, of course. On our list this week, we have these names. Michael ben Chana, Tzipora bat Goldi Zahava, Luba bat Rachel, Brina bat Esther, Chana bat Brina, Dina Rachel bat Sarah Esther, David Tzvi ben Sarah Pesel, Tova Yael bat Dina Rachel, Melech Yitzchak ben Tzipora Dvora, Mindel bat Bronya, Leah bat Rachel, Dvora Gito bat Leah, Binyamin Pinchas ben Dvora Gito, Errol Hyde, Neron Ball, Leah Bat Sarah, Judy Sipe, Marilyn Magid, Reuven Ben Chana, Yosef Shlomo Ben Leah, Harvey Gerber, Moshe Ben Sivia, Aviva Bat Malka, Liba Bat Gitel, Miriam Leah Bat Sura, Yaakov Ben Sion Ben Miriam. These are the names on our list. But if anyone has a name they'd like to call out, this is a time when we'd like to invite you to rise. We'll go through the congregation. We'll start on the left here, or my left, and we'll call out the names, and then we'll pray together the special Misha Beirach, which is in the Siddur on page 34. Alan, please. Amen. 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 In the chapel. Amen. Amen ve'amen. Amen. Amen. Amen ve'amen. Amen. Jerome? Amen ve'amen. Amen. Thank you, everyone, for calling out names. Amen. Let's join together, page 34 in the Siddur, special Misha Beirach by the late Debbie Friedman, Zichrona Livracha, beautiful melody, Refuah Shalema for all of those we've mentioned this morning. Misha Beirach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishe Beirach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha Lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. We now rise for Hagbah and Glila, the lifting and tying of the scroll of the Torah. Honored with the lifting Hagbah, Lauren Skillman, led Borach ben Tevya Umalka. Honored with the Glila, the tying Jeff Brown, Yaakov ben Chaim Kohen Verivka, Greer's uncles. Great, good to see you. Nice to see you too. You know what you're doing here? You need a little coaching? Yeah, open it up a little bit first. Yeah, open it up a little bit. Pull it towards you so it's actually, and then push down to, yeah, exactly. Right? Good. V'zot HaTorah asher sam. Spin around. Lifnei b'nei Yisrael al pi Adonai. Higher. Liad Moshe ki mitzi. Now do jumping. No, just kidding. Now you can go and sit down there. Jeff, Sharon. Yerushalayim ki mitzion teitzei Torah udvar Adonai Yerushalayim. Baruch shenatan Torah le'amo Israel. Baruch shenatan Torah le'amo Israel. B'kedushato. Please be seated. Now for the Haftarah, chanted by Greer. The Haftarah has long in North America been kind of the big moment for the bar or bat mitzvah to prepare. Again, using trope, though this time Greer can read it out of her book that she's been preparing from the prophet Ezekiel. We encourage you to follow along. Page 710, verses 1 through 16. And there's some fun treats coming around, I see. These are good for the end of the Haftarah. Don't eat them all right now. Okay, Greer, come on up.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar b'nvi'im tovim v'ratzah b'divreihem hana'emarim be'emet Baruch atah Adonai habocher b'Torah ובמשה עבדו, ובישראל עמו, ובנביאי האמת והצדק. ויהי דבר אדוני אלי לאמור, ואתה בן אדם, התשפוט את עיר הדמים, והודעת את כל תועבותיה, ואמרת כה אמר אדוני אלוהים, עיר שופכת דם, בתוכה לבוא איתה, ועשתה גילולים עליה לטמא, בדמך אשר שפכת אשמת, ובגילולייך אשר עשית טמאת, ותקריבי ימייך, ותבוא עד שנותייך, על כן נתתיך חרפה לגויים, וקלסה לכל הארצות הקרובות והרחוקות ממך, יתקלסו בך טמאת השם רבת המהומה. הנה נשיאי ישראל איש לזרוע היו בך למען שפך דם, אב ואם הקלו בך לגר, עשו ועושק בתוכך, יתום ואלמנה הונו בך. קדשי בזית ואת שבתותי חיללת, אנשי רכיל היו בך למען שפך דם, ואל ההרים אכלו בך, זימי עשו בתוכך, ערוותיו גילה בך, טמאת הנידה עינו בך, ואיש את אשר רהו עשה תועבה, ואיש את כלתו טימא בזימה, ואיש את אחותו בת אביו עינה בך. שכחת לקחו בך למען שפך דם, נשך ותרבית לקחת, ותבצעי רעייך בעושק, ואותי שכחת נאום אדוני אלוהים. והנה הכיתי כפי על ביצך אשר בעשית, ועל דמך אשר היו בתוכך. היעמוד ליבך אם תחזקנה ידייך לימים אשר אני עושה אותך. אני אדוני דיברתי ועשיתי, והפיצותי אותך בגויים, וזירתיך בארצות, וטימותי טומאתך ממך, וניחלת בך לעיני גויים, וידעת כי אני אדוני. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, צור כל העולמים, צדיק בכל הדורות, האל הנאמן, האומר ועושה, המדבר ומקיים, שכל דבריו אמת וצדק. נאמן אתה אדוני אלוהינו, ונאמנים דבריך, ודבר אחד מדבריך אחור ישוב ריקם, כי המלך נאמן ורחמן אתה. ברוך אתה אדוני.
ברוך שמו.
האל הנאמן וכל דבריו.
אמן.
רחם על ציון כי בית חיינו, ועלובת נפש תושיע במהרה בימינו. ברוך אתה אדוני.
ברוך שמו.
משמח ציון בבניה.
אמן.
סמוכנו אדוני אלוהינו, Eliyahu hanavdi avdecha, uvmalchut Beit David mishichecha, bimhera yavo, ve'yagel libenu, al kisolo yashav zar, ve'lo yinchalu, orachirim et kivodo, kivashem kadshacha nishbat hala, shelo yikbe nero leolam vaed, Baruch atah Adonai,
Baruch Shemo.
Magen David.
Amen.
Al HaTorah, Val HaVodah, Val HaNevi'im, Vel Yom HaShabbat Hazeh, Shenatata Lanu, Adonai Eloheinu, Likdusha V'limnucha, Lechavod Ultifaret. Al HaKol, Adonai Eloheinu, Anachnu modim lach, Mevarchim otach, Yitbarach Shemocha Befi Kochai, Tamid Leolam Vaed, Baruch atah Adonai.
Baruch Shemo.
Mekadesh HaShabbat.
Amen. Fire away! Simin tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simin tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simin tov, mazel tov, simin tov, Yehelanu, 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 Ulecho Yisrael, Yehelanu, Yehelanu, Ulecho Yisrael. Yehelanu, Yehelanu, Ulecho Yisrael. Yehelanu, Yehelanu, Ulecho Yisrael. No. Are you coming after me? I kind of wanted one to try it. Are they good? All right. Yes, but gently, please. Thank you. Well, while we're enjoying the candies, to wish some sweetness upon our bat mitzvah girl, Greer. Great job. Hey, hello. Yes, awesome. Thank you. That handshake's terrible. And you're going to need to work on your handshake because you're about to walk around and follow the Torah as we take the Torah back to the ark, and then we're going to hear some of Greer's words of wisdom. She's prepared a Dvar Torah, a speech to teach us something. After all, she has been studying and preparing for this moment for the last year, though she's been coming to lessons for a year, but she really only started studying 2 months ago. Hey. Fair? Fair. See, I'm not making anything up here. But it's been a pleasure, and she's learned a lot, and she's going to share what she's learned with us coming right up. For now, though, let's return to the Torah of the Ark. Everybody can stand up. Our Torah carrier is Seth Broder, a cousin, working the Ark for us. Uncles Bo Desjardins and Jeremy Robertson, and Greer and her family are going to follow the Torah. We're following along in the Siddur, back in the Siddur, page 41 for Yahalelu. Page 41. Yehalelu et Shem Adonai, Hiniskav Shemo Levado, Hodo al Eretz v'shamayim, Vayarem Keren Le'amo, Tehila Lecho Chasidav, Livnei Yisrael Am Krovo. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Mizmor leDavid, Havul Adonai v'nei Elim, Havul Adonai kavod va'oz, Havul Adonai kavod shemo, Ishtachavul Adonai behadrat kodesh, Kol Adonai al hamayim, El hakavod hirim, Adonai al mayim rabim, Kol Adonai ba'koach, Kol Adonai behadar, Kol Adonai shover arazim, Vaishaber Adonai et arzei halvanon, Vayerkidem kimo egel, Lebanon v'Sirion kimo ben remim. Kol Adonai chotzev lavot esh. Kol Adonai yachil midbar. Yachil Adonai midbar kadesh. Kol Adonai yecholel ayalot. Vayechesof ye'arod uvheichalo kulo omer kavod. Adonai lamaboya shavayeshev Adonai melech leolam. Adonai oz le'amo yitein. Adonai yevarech et amo v'shalom. Uvnucho yomar. Eitz chaim hi lamachazikim ba v'tomcheha me'ushar derachea darchei noam v'chol netivotea Shalom. Ashivenu Adonai elecha v'nashuva. Chadesh yameinu, Chadesh yameinu. Please be seated. The Ark curtain is closed. Nice singing. It's been a fantastic morning so far, and Greer has done so much. She's chanted for us the words of the Siddur, the prayer book. She's chanted for us words of the Torah. She's chanted for us words of the prophets, the Haftarah. And now it is time for Greer's words. Just make sure you don't go too fast. Okay? And I'm going to enjoy my candy. Oh, no, that one's mine, Nate.
This is?
Yeah, thanks.
I found it though.
That's okay. I had it hidden in a special place. Sucker. I didn't even know about this. Oh, you got a whole stash. Hey, just worry about how many you ate and ruined your lunch, okay? Okay, fine. Don't be distracted by him or by me.
Good morning, everyone. Today, I would like to talk to you about what it really means to be holy. My parsha, Kedoshim, talks about being holy, but it really doesn't define the word, so how can we be sure what it means? The first time it was mentioned was at the end of the creation of the world. God made the world in 6 days. The day after is known as Shabbat. Shabbat is known as the one day a week. We can just rest and pause all of our crazy schedules and just relax. The Torah mentions that God blessed the day of Shabbat and made it holy. So if you're asking me, I think the word holy means special or different. Shabbat is separate from the rest of the week, making it different and unique. So when God is asking us to be holy, God is asking us to be different, original, and interesting. When you become somebody who gives charity, who fights for equality, who is honest, who stands up for what is right, then you're different from a lot of people who don't do that kind of stuff. You're special. You cannot be holy. You have to become it. By wearing a kippah, a talit, by being a religion, doesn't make you automatically holy because of what you're born into. This is the time to look within and think to yourself, what can I do to make myself different? You are not holy on the inside because looks are just like a present that hasn't been unwrapped. You are holy on the inside by what kind of a person you are. Every year since my 9th birthday, I have donated all of my birthday money to a foundation called the Dream Factory. This charity originally was created for kids with terminal illnesses, meant to help them live their last dream. Now it is not only for kids with terminal illness, but any sick kid in the foundation who wants to live their dream. This foundation gives these kids a chance for some fun and live their dream, rather than living in a hospital bed. Every day, we are playing video games and going to school, and these kids are having surgeries and blood tests. I will be donating a portion of my bat mitzvah money to the foundation. I recently went to the Dream Gala, where I learned about the type of kids that I'll be helping. My heart sunk as I listened to the Dream Kid story this year, and I want to help kids who are going through this. But it's not only about who I can help, it's about who you can help too. This charity gives these kids a chance for some fun, and by making someone else's day, or putting a smile on someone's face, is a pretty special thing to be able to do. So now, I would like to thank some people who helped me get to this day. First off, I would like to thank my friends and everyone who came from out of town to celebrate with me. I would like to thank the baking crew who baked all the delicious desserts we will soon have. I'd like to thank Rabbi Mass for helping me write my speech. And Rabbi Matthew, thank you for getting me where I am today. Thanks for being so flexible to switching my lesson about 100 times before we could find the right date, only to be moved 2 weeks later by the next basketball tryout. Without you, none of this would be possible. Thank you. I'm also so thankful to be celebrating this day with you, Baba and Ed. You're really fun to be around and you always make me laugh. Bubby, I wish you were here today celebrating with me on this day. You are the kindest, most selfless, and beautiful person I knew. Thanks for inviting all of the cousins for many sleepovers and making them super fun. Thanks for giving us lots of candy when we lost our teeth. I know you're looking down on me today, and I love you so much. Zeta Marvin. It's always a fun time getting together on Friday night dinners with all the cousins. So on Friday night dinners, my Zeta sneezes so much, and not just a lot, like he is a sneezing machine. As of now, he holds the record for 18 sneezes in a row. And Zeta, I hope that one day I will personally be there to witness you getting to 19. I enjoy our Sunday brunches at Ray and Jerry's and the vacations we take together. And thank you so much for bringing Lil into our lives. I love you. Baba, I know I can count on you to be there for me no matter what. Thank you so much for getting me this beautiful talit with Zeta. I enjoy Sunday night dinners with you and playing cards with you until it's so late. You make the best couscous ever, and thanks for always making me some. I love you so much. Zeta Sol, I love when you join in on me and Baba's many card games and we go out for lunch together. Thanks for taking me to Boston Pizza, even though you hate it. And you're the best. You always have a smile on your face and are willing to help me when it comes to anything. I love you so much. Juvie, I love you so much. You are definitely a part of the family. You make a killer stir fry and an amazing fried rice. So this is something about Juvie that everyone should know. For someone's birthday, she gets everyone a present because that is just the kind-hearted person that she is. Juvie, I cannot thank you enough for all that you do for me. Nate, you are the best brother I could ever ask for. So a few years ago, me and Nate made up a character called Masseuse, who is basically the most annoying person ever. Masseuse went everywhere. He went to the mall, he went to Safeway, and even Hawaii. Nate, you are one of the only people I can do that type of thing with, and thank you for that. You always have my back and are so fun to hang out with. You're the best little brother I could ever have had, and you look totally cool in your Pokemon hat. Abby, words cannot even describe how much you mean to me. I love everything we do together, like recreating iCarly into iGrebby, no matter how annoying everyone else thought it was, and putting interesting things down the carburetor. Did you guys know that one time Abby and I put a whole mango down the carburetor? And let me tell you, the results were not pleasant. We also share the love for one of the greatest movies of all time, Ponyo. You've been my #1 best friend since the day I was born and will be forever. Dad, you're absolutely awesome and you're really cool. You are also the best at giving advice, which is why you've proudly earned your title as the Master Shifu of the Shenkarow household. For those of you who don't know, Master Shifu is the master from Kung Fu Panda known for being wise. Dad, thank you for playing horse with me, although you'll never win, never missing one basketball game. Help me with all the grade 7 drama and being the selfless person that you are. I love you so much. Mom, wow. Without you, this whole event wouldn't even be happening today. I cannot thank you enough for planning this for me. Thanks for all the times we go shopping together, even though it almost always involves me ending up in the root store checking out the sweatpants. Fun fact about my mom. Every Friday, and as long as I can remember, she has gotten us treats for Shabbat. The range is beyond, and it can go from a little chocolate bar to a whole lemon chiffon cake. You're an absolutely amazing person, and you're a true role model, and I hope I can be as dedicated and as strong of a woman as you are when I'm older. I love you so much. With that, Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
Very, very nice. Greer, you've done amazing things today. I loved your teaching about holiness and some of those stories you shared, also your commitment to tzedakah and the story about that, but so many great stories about your family too and the impact they've had. All in all, an amazing, amazing morning. How do you feel at this moment?
I feel good.
Yes, you should. You seem almost a little relieved too. Would that be fair? Okay, good. Well, we want you to come over to this side because we weren't sure if we'd be able to give you to these. It was kind of touch and go, but we feel like you've actually earned a few gifts today. So to kick off the process, on behalf of the synagogue, the board, the sisterhood, it's my pleasure to call Thelma Suris to start with the gift presentation.
Wow. I want to start, Greer, by thanking you and all of the members of your extended family for the wonderful contributions you made to our services this morning. They really enhanced our tefillot and our celebration of community. And I look forward to the day when those things that you defined as making a holy person will not be different. Everybody will do them. That would be wonderful. So we do have some gifts for you from the synagogue, the sisterhood, the community at large. Excuse me. Of course, the JNF Blue Box, Karen Kayemet LeYisrael, another place you might put some of your tzedakah money to help the various projects in Eretz Yisrael. We have a set of candlesticks and a Kiddush cup so that you can, wherever you go, you can take them with you and celebrate the mitzvot of Hadlakat Neirot and Kiddush, lighting candles and making Kiddush for Shabbat and holidays. We have a couple of books, the Complete How-To Handbook for Jewish Living and Coming of Age, a book by local historian Alan Levine about the history of the Jews in our area. Those are wonderful reference books. They're not a sit down and read them all at once. They're a flip through them and find something that catches your attention. But I expect that it will not be long before you will have read all of them, if not necessarily in the order they're presented in the books. So again, Mazel Tov, Yasher Kochech. It was a beautiful job. Your family is justifiably beaming, as they should, and yeah, you can feel good. Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you to Thelma Suris. A couple more things to give you, Greer. Your certificate of Bat Mitzvah, proving that this happened, right here. I'll put everything here so you don't have to worry. You can take it afterwards. Also, Thelma was talking about Israel. A few other gifts in connection with Israel. JNF has planted 10 trees in your honor in Israel. And if you ever one day want to go to Israel and do a little studying, maybe when you get to university, the Canadian Associates of Ben Gurion University of the Negev and the Institute for Medical Research of Israel, Canada, have both made a small contribution to tuition if you ever want to go and study there. Not something that I have ever done. Unfortunately, I would love to have studied in Israel, but my teacher, Rabbi Greer, our former rabbi, raved about the time that he was there. My wife studied a little bit in Israel, so if you ever want to do that, hang on to these. There's no expiry date, so hang on to those. And also, finally, from Rady JCC, when you get to grade 9, your first year in BBYO, complimentary thanks to generosity and gifts from Earl and Cheryl Barish. So don't forget to take all this stuff later on, okay? Now, the last part here is to give what's called a charge, a little message from the rabbi to the student. As I mentioned, Greer and I have been working together for the last year. Though there was a moment, why are you smirking? Oh, you know what I'm going to say. There was a moment, it was instant the first time that we sat down together a year ago that Greer had a ton of talent. And she had been away from Grey Academy for a year or two, and so she was a little worried about her Hebrew, but her Hebrew was great. She's got a great voice, a great ear, great talent, and a good attitude too. The only thing that she didn't really take super seriously, and I can understand because it felt a long time away, there wasn't a ton of practicing. And I know this because Greer would just skate by week after week on her talent, which was very impressive. And then about a month and a half ago, I think she practiced for the first time, made a huge amount of progress, and said to me to start our lesson, "Do you mean if I had just worked this hard earlier, I would have learned this a long, long time ago?" I said, "Yes." So I hope you'll remember that, because I'm very bad at leaving things to the last minute, and you pulled it off. I mean, we're exaggerating a little bit, but I think your work ethic is something that you learned a little bit here. When the chips were down, you worked incredibly well, and I think everybody here today saw all the different things that you were able to learn, able to master, all the tools of the synagogue skills, Torah, Haftarah, leading the prayers, and also, of course, using your own words, all amazing. So a couple of weeks ago, Greer shows up on crutches in a cast. She broke her foot walking out of a Pesach Seder. I still have to do a little bit of investigating. I'm not entirely sure what was happening on that front step there, right? No, Nate, you can tell me later. But I looked at Greer and I said, "Greer, this is a real bummer." And it was amazing. She looked back at me and said, whatever it is, is what it'll be. I'm maybe going to get into a walking boot. I think I'll still be able to carry the Torah. It'll be fine. It didn't get her down. And this is really amazing, Greer, because 13 years old, you've got so much life ahead of you, so many things that you can become. But I am confident that if you approach everything, which I'm sure you will, with the same attitude that you had, when you end up, you're like, so I broke my foot. So what? It's not going to slow me down. And it didn't. You were a perfect fit, in fact, and you did an amazing job today. And as long as you keep that attitude throughout your life and the work ethic that you learned in your bat mitzvah, you will be unstoppable in whatever it is you choose to do. So it's been a very proud moment for me to be your teacher. I wish you all the best. I look forward to seeing you again sometime, hopefully on this bima. And now to finish off the process, I would say you deserve a blessing, only not from me. Your parents, Rana and Morris, should come up and bless you with the words that our people have been blessing their children with since the Kohanim, the priests, blessed them so many thousands of years ago. So here, use the microphone too. Use it in your inside. Yeah, okay. Are you ready? Face her. Are you ready?
Yeah. Yevarchech Adonai v'yishmarech. Ya'er Adonai panav elayich v'chunech. Yisa Adonai panav elayich v'yasem lach shalom.
May God bless you and protect you.
May God's light shine upon you.
May God's light shine upon you.
And may God be gracious to you.
And may God be gracious to you.
May you feel God's presence.
May you feel God's presence within you always. And may you find peace.
Amen. I invite everyone to rise as we're all so fortunate to be here for this milestone moment. So let's together recite the Shehechianu. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kiyemanu v'hiyanu lazman hazeh. Amen. Praised are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who gives us life, who sustains us, and who enables us to reach this amazing, miraculous moment together. Let us say amen. I invite you to remain standing. We're just 5 minutes from finishing. We've got Aleinu coming up in the Siddur on page 44. If the Gilman and Brown cousins would like to come forward and get ready to lead us in Aleinu, I just want to say thank you to so many people who helped out. Again, to everyone in the family who participated, a mazel tov to everyone. Family and invited guests, the Shenkarows, are invited to stay for Kiddush after the service in the auditorium. The congregational Kiddush will be held in the lounges downstairs. Regardless of where you're celebrating Kiddush, we encourage you to stay. There's the L'chaim Club with Rabbi Mas immediately following the service in the choir room. There's a study session after Kiddush with Rabbi Mas, Torah L'chaim, also in the choir room. And just to give you a sense of something important coming up, on Monday, May 13th, that's in 2 days, Brett Stevens, the speaker, the Jewish Heritage Center Caney Lecture Series, The Rise of Populism, Nationalism, and Hate. And then on Wednesday, if you could register by Monday for a special event put on by the Sisterhood, a breast cancer screening and awareness evening, as well as a bra collection for other underprivileged women in the community. It's called Taking Care of the Girls, coming up on Wednesday. Thank you to Thelma Suris and Sharon Allentuck for being on the bima. Thank you to our greeters, Sandy Polanski, Beth Shore, Marilyn Raber, and Phyllis Laveman. To Rabbi Mas and Leslie Emery for leading the family service. To our technical director, Marvin Polanski, but especially to all of you for being with us this morning, enhancing this Shabbat morning, Greer's Bat Mitzvah Shabbat together here at Congregation Shered Zedek. Let's continue now with the conclusion of the service, page 44, Aleinu.
Is it?
Page 44. The family is invited to come up and open the curtains and then close the ark.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol
לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארץ, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגבי מרומים. הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, בדעת היום בהשבותה אל לבבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת עינו. נאמר וחיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד. ושמו אחד, ושמו אחד.
On page 46, we have the Mourner's Kaddish. Please remain standing. This week, we mourn the passing of Marjorie Shatsky. We offer our heartfelt sympathy to Rick Shatsky. We extend our condolences to the family of Marcia Potter, a family in Shloshim. And this week, we commemorate the Yortzeit of Meyer Schwartz, father of Tony Bernhout, Bessie Greenberg, mother of Eve Ginden, and Abraham Greenberg, father of Eve Ginden, all of blessed memory. Again, on page 46, let's join together in the words of the Mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitgadash Shemei Rabbah, Be'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, B'chayechon uvyomechon uchaye dechol beit Yisrael, Ba'agala uvizman kari v'imru Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabbah Mivorach Le'alam Ulamei Amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal Shmei dekudsha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata Damiran be'alma v'imru Amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav huya oseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. May the one who creates peace and harmony on high bring peace and harmony to us and to all of Israel. And again, let us say Amen. Please be seated. Just before Greer leads us in Kiddush, and we move on to eat together, break bread together, we wanted to make sure that Nathaniel had something to do. So Abby is going to escort Nathaniel up, and then together they're going to lead us in Adon Olam. Make sure you pull out the special stool so that we can see you. Yeah, it's Adon Olam is on page 47 in the Siddur, not in Greer's binder. No, in the yeah, there that one in front of you. No, not that one, not her binder. No.
Then what page is it on here?
What have you been using to follow for the entire service?
I don't know. Oh,
you knew it was going to be funny. I didn't know what it was going to be, but you knew it was going to be funny, whatever he said.
Yeah.
Okay, now you can understand why we didn't turn the mics on for the rehearsal, right, Nate? Pull it down a little bit. Here's your big moment. Are you ready? Anytime. 47.
3, 2, 1.
Adon Olam
Asher malach
B'terem
kol
Yasir ואת נשא ואת סוקול, עזר מלך שמו נקרא, ואחרי ככלות הכל. לבדו ימלוך נורא, והוא היה והוא הווה, והוא יהיה בתפארה, והוא אלעד ואין שני, להמשילו להכבירה, בלי ראשית בלי תכלית, ולא העוז בעם ישראל, והוא אלי והיגון.
יצור חבלי וצרה, והוא ניסי מנקוסי, מנקוסי, ויום אקרא ויעדו
אף קידוחי,
ותישן והעירה, ואמרוכי גביעתי, אדוני לי ולא יירא.
Now, can I tell the story of how
No.
Greer broke her leg?
No. Yeah, hey. Please rise for Kiddush. Yep. Oh, but first you have to hold the wine. Here, just a little bit. Okay. Ready? Yeah. Here we go.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש שבת וינפש שבת וינפש, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. על כן ברך אדוני את יום השבת ויקדשהו סברים מרנן
לחיים.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, בורא פרי הגפן.
Amen. Put it down. Put it down. Come over here. Come over here. Okay, right hand first. We do 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Left hand. 1, 2, 3. Give it out. Now the blessing.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר קידשנו במצוותיו וציוונו על נטילת ידיים.
Amen. Hold these like this.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, המוציא לחם מן הארץ.
Amen. Rip a piece. Shabbat shalom, everyone. Please stay for Kiddush. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, my pleasure. Shabbat, Shabbat.
My pleasure. Thank you. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom.